Welcome back, fellow knights. What's up, guys? It's Apollo here, and we are about to see a fight between four bitter rivals. This is the 100 Years' War, and we have France and Scotland joining forces against the Duchy of Burgundy and, of course, the Kingdom of England. So yeah, this is going to be a great match of bitter rivals. And also we get to see the new faction, which of course is Scotland. Also, today on Netflix, the release of The Outlaw King. Really excited for this movie. I, of course, haven't seen it yet. Maybe I have by the time this video comes out. But I'm super stoked for The Outlaw King. That looks like a fantastic movie. And yeah, I can't wait to see it. Robert the Bruce. It's going to be great. So yeah, let's go ahead and look at Scotland. Real quick, let's look at the other factions first. But I want to go slow while going over the Scottish forces. So France, if you look at their army comp just from a bird's eye view, they've got some nice spears in the front, which look really awesome. This mod is so cool. Really cool. Of course, this is 1280, but he's got some nice spears in the front. He's got, I mean, look at these knights here. Dismounted knights, early period. All the units are earlier period for the time, since it's the 100 Years' War. Then he's got some mounted knights as well in the back. I think his general is Joan of Arc, which she is way over here. Oh man, look at that armor. So yeah, oh, is that her? No, that's too manly. That's not her. She has a beard. There she is. Okay. No beard. Okay, great. So she's great, you know, icon for the French. And then Scotland, I think the battle has begun, so we're going to keep it slow motion here. But let's look at Scotland here. He's got in the front lines his foot knights, which look fantastic. And there's no kilts, guys. There's absolutely no kilts. Hallelujah. Thank you. Praise Jesus. And then right behind him, he's got some Highlander spears. Check these guys out. Really cool. Scotland is an awesome faction. So lots of swords in the front. He's also got more spears on the flank over here, probably to support his cav. More Highlander spears, which is cool. Back here, of course, is his... No, it's not his cav. Well, he's got some cav in the mix, which is just mounted knights here. Oh man, I love the armor on the knights. They look great. And then he's got the Galaglock? That's not it. Galaglake. I said it right before I was gonna. Big ol' axes that are thirsty for English blood. Okay, that's basically Galaglike. Galaglike? I think that's it. But yeah, they're big ol' axemen. They're awesome. They're a medieval 2 Total War, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the Galaglike axemen. Then over here, he's got his knights. So yeah, and then the archers, we haven't checked them out. Scottish longbowmen, really cool. And then here's his general. Who is his general? Oh, it's just King's Bodyguard. Oh god, the Scottish flag looks so sick. I love the Scottish flag. It looks great, man. I love it. So good. Scotland's so good. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at the other factions really fast. This is Burgundy. He's bringing a lot of spears. He's bringing a lot of like pole arms. And then over here, he's got more swords over here. Dismounted knights. He's got some more dismounted knights forming 2 columns. He's got a lot of these guys. He's also got some pole arms. More dismounted knights, but with pole arms. And then over on this side, the archers have begun firing on the enemy. Retinue longbow, of course, they've got that range. Spearmen, and this is England, by the way. Spearmen in the secondary line. Then he's got a lot of foot knights. And I think he's actually... Does he have any, like, shielded men? Other than the spears? He doesn't have any swordsmen. It's all, like, pole arms. It's insane. And then who do we have for his general? Edward, the Black Prince. Oh! Wait, why is he Wait, where's his helmet? Awesome. So let's press play to the start of this fight. And it's a little framey, guys, which is unfortunate. That's just Total War Attila. I have updated my computer to pretty much the max, and I don't know. It's not gonna get too much better than this, I suppose, in terms of like not lagginess. Now there's a ton of troops on the battlefield, and Scotland has a slight hill here. There we go. He's gonna move up his troops and try to get his archers in range. The Scottish longbowmen. The swordsmen are also moving up as well. I think he's a little worried about the longbows of England. So let's get rid of the HUD here. So yeah, they're gonna move up, and they're getting really close though. They're gonna try to pop a shot off here, and the longbow's firing back. Oh, so sick, guys. So sick. The English longbow's firing back. And again, these two people hate each other. So this is just gonna be a gruesome fight here between two bitter rivals as they fight, as the Scottish fight for their independence. Well, technically it's a 100 Years' War. I don't remember the status of Scotland at this time, but I'm sure someone will. I'm pretty sure they're independent, but always constantly fighting the English, I guess. I mean, they're supporting the French in this war. I mean, of course they are. I mean, why would they not? But over here, there is a little bit of a cav engagement. We've got, France closing in and surrounding a lot of the polearms here of Burgundy. So I'm sure the French are glad to be killing the Burgundians in this struggle here. I mean, really, these are similar people, right? I mean, very similar people to the French people, and how dare they betray the French crown and join the English side. But yeah, we've got Cav trying to take care of these Voltigeurs, or not Voltigeurs, Jesus, what? I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, it's the French unit, the French polearm unit, French-ish, but they're Burgundians. You get what I'm saying. Now that they defeated, I'm not sure why Burgundy sent in only 2 units at a time. And nice archer fire going on here. And I think are they going for the knights? Ooh, the French are punching low here, shooting some arrows at these Burgundian knights. Very, very interesting. Woo! They're hitting them. They're definitely doing some damage. They're not getting a ton of kills, but now we've got a charge of infantry. The Gallic are charging in, guys. And my goodness, we are not getting a lot of frames. I think these troops need to just start killing each other as more and more of these forces charge in. Or maybe I need to lower the graphics. That might be it. But yeah, the Gallic charging in against these English spears. Balance of power still, of course, pretty even. The numbers are pretty even in terms of losses as well. Whew. Oh yeah, this is a huge battle line here. Just fantastic. As the Gallic lead the way. In fact, yeah, he's sending all Gallic. Now England is throwing in more of their polearms as well to try to stop this Gallic push. And I'm sorry if I'm slaughtering that name. I do that a lot. All right, so I went ahead and lowered I customized the graphics a little bit there just to try to improve it a bit, but Attila just runs like garbage. It just runs so well. It's a little bit better though. I'm getting like 5 more frames compared to what I was originally getting. But just look how awesome this battle is here. And it seems like Scotland might be struggling against the sheer numbers of the English forces that have been committed. He might want to send in his dismounted knights here, his foot knights, to join the fray and help the Gallic against this much larger English force. Yeah, it's a pretty tough fight. It's a very tough fight. Now, they are making some progress over here, where England has decided to not throw in more troops. Does he even have? He does. Yeah, he's got reserves, but he is holding them back. This is going to be a big problem for England, because if these Gallic, if these axes charge through, they're going to be able to get around this front line and cause some havoc in the back lines of the English forces. Back over here, now we have Burgundy and France that are in the thick of it. They have decided to charge in both forces to try to finally, make a bold push. And look in the back over here. If we do cinematic view and we zoom over here, that's awesome. Okay. Screenshot. Oh, you got that knight running by. And they're like, here comes reinforcements. It's like, dude, chill with the horde. But more and more swordsmen going into the fight. And I think this is definitely like what the French need here to make a push. This is a much thicker line here. So there they go. Look at them. Push. Vive la France. Oh, man. For Joan of Arc. And now we got a hammer and anvil from Scotland, who is, instead of helping his own struggle against the English, dedicating 1 unit of knights to tear down these forces Now we've got some pole arms going into the fray as well, trying to overwhelm the Burgundian lines. And my God, the frames are just awful. What the hell? There's lots of braking over here, and they're using the gaps. Scotland's using the gaps with their foot knights and their knights over here, and they're going after the English knights. So that might have been how they were able to support France, by using the gaps that the English lines have created. It's really, really important, guys, that you protect your lines, you protect your gaps there in the front line, or you're going to have some trouble. But yeah, Scotland is definitely doing a lot of work here against the English infantry. Ugh. I just hate how poorly this game is running. It's just because there's so many troops in one area. There we go, another break there. All they have to get through is some crumbling spears that cannot withstand the power of the Scottish army. Over on this side, though, it's looking a lot better for England, but is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough to turn this battle around and do as much as they can? Let's go ahead and do some slow motion, guys. Let's get some, I mean, that's definitely going to help the frame rate out a lot. Let's try to get some cool shots here of the Scottish and English fighting. Look at the, I just love, oh, there goes his head. I was just about to compliment his uniform, but yeah, there goes his head. What is that, like King Edward? I love how there's some knights with the French garb here, because, you know, it's just, I assume it's being that Edward III, I think. It was like, you know, trying to unite both kingdoms, so he had both symbols. Just trying to reinforce that. Again, my history could be a little shaky there, which I'm sure it is. But yeah, nice little fight here. I think England's going to take this side, but real big problem over in the center where there's just a huge gap. And even, oh, the Black Prince is battling it out with some Scottish knights. Oh, God, look at the uniforms on these guys. They look great. And then back over on this side, it seems like France is, well, the Burgundians are holding here. The French will probably break through based on numbers, but over on this side, it's looking better for Burgundians. So it's a really, really close battle, guys. Insanely close. A very difficult fight, a struggle between these French and the Burgundians. Arrows are now flying in. The archers trying to support their infantry. They risk killing their own men, but it's a risk they must take. A risk they must take. Oh, great volley there. Going after the elite knights of Burgundy. So sick. Oh, we got some knights looking the wrong. What is the Scottish? They're looking the wrong way. They're just protecting the flank of the French troops. A great alliance. And now we have multiple wavering troops from Burgundy. That could be some trouble. But over here, they've actually made a push. Burgundy has made a push into the back lines as we see them slideshow their way up to the longbows here of France. Is this the Scots Guard? This used to be the Scots Guard. Changed the name. But yeah, really cool fight going on. I love that. I just love the cool controls you can do in this you know, the newer Total Wars. Oh man, lots of braking going here from the Burgundians. Let's go to the other side where things are still really close with England and Scotland. And Scotland's even peeling some units to support the French. Now we got some French knights, the envy of the medieval world, running around the battlefield, trying to kill as many as they can, supporting their infantry. And Scotland is sending over support as well, trying to aid their brothers in arms, France, in trying to quickly kill off the Burgundians. And I think we're seeing a lot better teamwork with France and Scotland compared to England and Burgundy. But it's not like it's good teamwork, but at the same time, England is cleaning up the Scottish on this flank. they are victorious. Now they just need to quickly get these men over to the other side. There are small pockets of fighting over here, but I think if England, and these are just Highlander spears, they're not amazing, but I think if they can get some extra support here, they can break them easily. I mean, especially these foot knights, they should clean up these Highlander spears. Like, look at the difference between the two units. I mean, the equipment, the armor, everything. Probably training as well. I would hope so. These are English knights. So yeah, they should handle them quite well. Over here though, Scotland looks like they're holding on against the English. They've got some English cav getting all bloody, taking on the Galaglyke. And then back over on this side, Scotland, instead of supporting his own army, coming over and supporting France. And it's not a bad move. Even if Scotland is destroyed, he is sending over his reinforcements, or not necessarily reinforced. He's sending over his, like, a good chunk of his army to quickly defeat the Burgundians. And if they can quickly defeat them, then France is going to have a very, very healthy army to support and finish off England. So I think that might the battle might come down to that, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, nice little side charge by the Galaglyke. Now more and more forces coming in. Very cool, man. They've got to make a medieval 3. They've got to. It has to happen. So let's go ahead and do more slow motion here as the French continue to push back Burgundy. And just weapons are flying around the battlefield. Arrows flying overhead. There, look, here they are. The arrows are actually, let's see where they're going. It's just so cool to see the individual arrows come down, and they're taking out the crossbows of Burgundy and actually breaking them. They are not too happy whatsoever. Let's go back to normal speed as they fight this grand battle. More and more troops charging in. Look at the pole arms, the dismounted knights. So let's get a bird's eye view. Let's actually slow motion. Ooh, a general's dead. Ooh, is that the Black Prince? Yes, that is Edward, the Black Prince. He has been killed on the battlefield. He is gone, and the morale for England is lost. So that is not good. And he's got troops just standing over here still. Finally, he's moving them. I think he's been so focused microing elsewhere on the battlefield that the troops are just standing there. But that's okay. They're going to rally, and it's looking really, really good for Scotland and France, the good guys in this war. I'm just triggering you. But yeah, they're doing a good job. It's up to Burgundy now. I honestly thought that England was going to take Scotland, but because Scotland was, peeling off so many units to help the French against Burgundy. But I think that's, well, let's see. There's still a good solid fight over here. Like, Burgundy still has a decent force. Now, they are taking on some pretty elite knights here of France. But over here, well, there's spears. Oh, look at the battle. Let me just zoom. Look at that. So awesome. Seeing these knights. I mean, it's pretty close there, guys. Like, as much as I love Medieval 2, just the graphics on this is so just refreshing. And the troops look so great. I remember the first time I played this mod, like way back when it was for Rome 2 Total War. And it was just like, oh my god, it's so cool. Now, I still feel that way, but, whenever you try something for the first time or see something for the first time, it's always like that amazing thing. It's like, oh wow, this is awesome. I'm going to be playing this for years, which I have. I've been playing this mod for years. I've made over 100, definitely over 100 battles, which is insane if you think about it. And they break the Burgundians, the French, with very, very healthy numbers in this struggle, excuse me. And now it's all down to the English, who are surrounded. They just might defeat the Scottish here. But even if they do, they're going to have to feel the wrath of the French, which the French are more than eager to kill some Englishmen. But yeah, oh, Highlanders turn, and oh, they broke. Oh, but the English they both broke here. Both forces are like, let's not kill each other. Live another day, shall we? But the English break here. Massive break by the English. And that's going to be it, guys. It's a Pyrrhic victory for the French and Scottish. And it was cool to see the Scottish in action today. I think that was really cool, especially on the day that the Outlaw King is out, which is gonna be sweet. I can't wait to watch that. Let's go ahead and end the replay. Look at the results here and see who performed well. So Joan of Arc getting 82 kills in that fight. And then we've got, let's see, a lot of the dismounted knights naturally doing well. The spears not doing so hot, but that's okay. Just because a unit doesn't do well, it doesn't mean, like in terms of kills, it doesn't mean it didn't do well overall for the battle. Now there's a lot of like different units have different jobs they need to do, and I think spearmen obviously helped with cav. They've also are a good meat shield. I know that's kind of dark, but yeah, they played their part. Good kills with the dismounted knights early period, and then the archers doing naturally very well, and the cav, of course. Look at the French cav. Wow, those are some high numbers. So if we look at Scotland now with their Gallag-like forces, woo, that's a lot. That is a lot. But yeah, the Gallag-like looking great there. They got a lot of kills. My God, they are strong. Look at those kills. That's insane. Their cav did pretty well as well. Their archers didn't do so hot, but well, yeah, they got slaughtered by the English archers. But that's okay, because the Gallag-like stepped in and was able to do their job. England over here, again, their archers did freaking fantastic. But a lot of these kills were mostly just enemy archer kills, so it didn't help a ton considering that their archers only got so few of kills. Their cav did decent, and their infantry did decent. I think it just came down to, I mean, he got a lot of spearmen here. I think he should have got more swordsmen. He got no swordsmen. I think that really hurt him at the end. And then, of course, we've got the Burgundians, who brought a lot of crossbows, which did decent. His cav did decent as well. I don't know what happened. I think it was just Scotland giving him a tough time flanking around. He's also got his. Remember, he sent in like 2 units by themselves, which really took away their ability. But yeah, that unfortunately, just Scotland really coming around the flank and harassing Burgundy while fighting England was, I think, the deal breaker for this battle. I think it really helped out a lot. So this was sent in by Cassius, the 5th, I suppose. So thank you so much, man, for the battle replay. I hope to see more. I will definitely try to get more siege battles for this. Would love to see like a historic siege with Scotland and England. I think that would be cool. AK Prime going as Scotland, TZN going as England, and Smokey going as Burgundy. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone who were playing in this battle. You guys did great. It was really exciting. And I can't wait to show you more. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.